Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Melanie, this is Bhavana Yoga, and today I have a full body yoga flow. We'll start to warm up the spine and we will move through standing postures, and then we will take some gentle yin stretches at the end. So let's get right to it. Starting to tune in to the body mind, so just starting to notice your breath, bringing your awareness into the body, to your internal experience, and begin to breathe a broader, deeper breath. So allowing the body to expand with the breath. Shoulders, collarbones, belly, back body. Let's take a moment here to just bow gently to your higher self. And taking the position of the observer, the eternal observer. Opening your practice of self-study and softening against yourself. So softening all judgments, releasing that. And just being here with yourself to have this conversation with your body for an hour. Checking in and tuning in. So we'll go ahead and open with Om. You can join me or simply listen. Index finger and thumb joined, palms face up or down on the knees. Inhale deeply. Exhaling into Om. If you would like to set an intention for your practice, now would be a great time to do that. Begin to move together, so take fingertips to either sides of the hips, roll the shoulder blades together on the back, pull the belly in, reach the arms around and up, creating your own resistance. And then exhale, draw the hands together to heart center, roll the shoulder blades together on the back, really pressing the palms together. Notice the difference. Inhale, reach. Exhale, ground. And open across the collarbones. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands in prayer at heart center. And then we'll take fingertips to either sides of the hips. Once again, extend the left arm out to the left. Deep breath here, and then rainbow up and over like a big, luxurious yawn. Open the chest toward the sky. Draw the shoulder blade back. Opening here, reaching the fingertips away. Inhale. Exhale, round and reach towards the front right corner of your mat. Inhale, open. Exhale, round and reach. Make space behind that collarbone. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open this time. Arm in line with the ear. And then just draw a line with your pinky behind your ear. Reach the arm up and over. So right over the ear line. It's going to feel a little different, but keep opening the chest toward the sky and keep reaching the left fingertips away from the left sitting bone. You can see I have a lot of tension. Pressing into the supporting hand, drawing length through the whole right side of the body. And inhale back to center. Deep breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale, extend the right arm out to the right. Exhale, rainbow up and over. Inhale, open a little more. Reach away, reach behind you and away with the fingertips. And then exhale, round and reach towards that front left corner of your mat. Make space behind shoulder blade. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, round, reach. Maybe drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, open and hold here. Reach the fingertips away, and then taking your pinky behind the ear, slide it up and over, right over the ear line. Notice the difference. Turn the chest towards the sky and reach away from that right sitting bone. And then inhale back to center. We're going to come down onto hands and knees and find child's pose. So we'll meet there. Walk the hips back to the heels. Soften the forehead to the floor. You can rock the hips side to side here, rolling the forehead on your mat. And again, just observing. See if you can let go of the need to know what's happening next. And simply be here, connecting to breath. And then inhale, come up halfway, look at your fingertips. Let's walk the hands over to the left, plant the right palm on top of the left for a deeper stretch if you care to try that. But keep this right hip reaching away. So grabbing the right hip and then reaching the fingertips away. Feel that stretch and then roll back. Long deep breaths. And inhale with your hands, walk back through center over to the right. Maybe plant left hand on top of right. Drop the forehead, breathe. And on your next inhale, look at your hands, walk them back to center. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Let's take a little walk up to tabletop. Take a moment to arrange your tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And from here, we're going to take cat-cow. So dropping the belly, curling the tailbone, inhaling. Exhale, round. Inhale. Cow pose, maybe bend elbows, pull the palms towards you gently, exhale, round. Pull everything in, become long and narrow here. Inhale, broaden through the shoulders, broaden the hips, exhale, round. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Inhale, drop the belly, curl the tailbone, give a sense like you're slipping the breathing out, and then tuck the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. So noticing how this feels first, and not really worrying about what it looks like, but do scan through the body and work to align. So having your feet about hips width distance apart, toes closer than the heels. Maybe your heels are hiding behind your ankles. And then look at your hands, have them about shoulders width distance apart. Index finger or thumb, index fingers pointing towards the top of the mat. Press extra firmly into the index finger and thumb. And imagine dialing the palms out like two dials. Send the sitting bones up to the sky, and then shine the inner thighs up towards the sky as well. Soften the shoulders towards the floor. Inhale, lift the right leg, keeping the toes turned in slightly. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, look at your hands. Walk the feet up to the hands, finding a forward fold. Feet hips width distance apart. Grab opposite elbows. Hang heavy here. Relax. Sway. Anything that feels good. Notice your breath. I'm kind of doing like a figure 8 shape with a little sway here, coming a little bit further to the right and the left. If that feels good, go ahead and try that. Otherwise, just hang here. Tuck the chin in. On an inhale, bring the fingertips to floor or shins. Look forward. Exhale, release, back down. Inhale, shoulder blades come together on the back, pull the belly in, exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Take hands to the low back, press to stand. Find Tadasana, mountain pose, gaze forward, breathe. Pulling the low belly in, engaging the feet with the mat. So maybe lift all the toes and then plant them back down. Again, toes closer together than the heels. We'll have them more effectively parallel. And then draw the shoulder blades together on the back. Open the palms forward, so externally rotating the arms. Opening across the collarbones. Lengthen both sides of the waist. On an inhale, reach the arms around and up. Take a little back bend, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, bend the knees, dive the chest forward, hinging at the hips. Forward fold, take your time. Inhale, extend the crown of the head forward. Exhale, release, back down, plant the hands, step it back. Go through a flow. So either drop knees, chest, chin here, or take chaturanga, bending the elbows. You can take cobra or up dog. Press back, child's pose, connect to the breath. On an inhale, press up to tabletop. Take a moment, arrange your tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Breathe in your down dog. Again, align your feet about hips width distance apart, toes closer than the heels. Lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, shoulders over wrists. Step the foot through. Help it through if you need to. Take your time. Get there however you need to. And then right knee right over the right ankle. And then bend your left knee, tuck the tailbone. And press through that heel, lengthen the front of the left leg. Take the arms up. Breathe. Open across the collarbones. Drawing the shoulder blades back. Maybe turn the pinkies towards each other. Soften, bend into the right knee a little more. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the left hand, open the right arm up, twist. Reach the right arm away. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hand, frame the foot, step it back, go through a flow. Knee in downward facing dog. Send the sitting bones up to the sky. Sway the hips. Soften the shoulders towards the floor. Inhale, left leg lifts up and back. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, shoulders over wrists. Step it through. Find your high lunge. Again, bending the right knee, tucking the tailbone, and then lengthen the right heel away. bend the right knee, tuck the tailbone, and then press through that heel, lengthen the front of the right thigh. Lift the sternum. Lift your gaze. Breathe. Soften into the left knee a little more. Keep a stretch on that right thigh. Inhale. Exhale, plant the right hand. Open the left arm up, twisting here, and get a sense of leaning back if you can. Long, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Go through a flow. This time meet in child's pose. Connect to the breath. On an inhale, press up to your tabletop. Take a moment, arrange your tabletop. From here, we're going to extend the right arm forward. Notice your left palm, press every knuckle and fingertip in. And then notice if you're sinking there, press it up. And then pull the low belly in. Inhale, exhale, send the left leg behind you, reach away. Inhale, fill out the mid-back if you're sinking there. Inhale, reach the hand away, bend the left knee, reach for the foot. Shoulder opener, quad stretch. Breathing. Inhale. Reach the arm away, reach the foot away. Exhale, plant the hand, plant the knee. Send the hips to the heels. Breathe. On an inhale, press up to tabletop. Take a moment. Notice, align, and activate the low core. Inhale, left arm forward. Notice your right shoulder. Make sure it's plugged into the socket. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale, fill out the mid-back. Exhale, reach away. Inhale, bend right knee. See if you can find it with the left hand. Quad stretch, shoulder opener, breathe. Belly pulling in to support your low back here. So really draw it up and in. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, plant the hand, the knee. Press the hips to the heels. Breathe in your child's pose. On an inhale, return to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the knees. Downward facing dog. Breathe, sway the hips. Pedal the feet, stretching the calves, the ankles, maybe even getting a sense of massaging the feet into the mat. And then start to shine the sitting bones up toward the sky. Long, deep breaths here. Inhale, let's lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Step it through. Bring the hands to the inside of the right foot, and then walk the foot, turning it out. See if you can drop the hips while you lift the left toes towards you, Skandasana. So, finding your stretch, seeing if you need to stay supported with the hands, or can you bring them to heart center. Breathing. You might be on the toes, that's okay too. Wherever you are, see if you can keep the collarbones opening. Inhale. right hand to the floor. Lift the left arm to the sky. Breathe. Maybe soften the hips towards the floor a little more. Maybe take a bind, wrapping the right hand behind you, left arm internally rotates, finding the right hip. Breathe. Let's go ahead and release the hands to the floor. Walk it over to the left. Turn right toes up. Turn left toes up. Bring the hands in prayer. Soften into your stretch. But keep flexing those right toes towards the sky. And see if you can open across the collarbones. Tailbone reaches towards the earth. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Maybe take your left hand to the inside of the left foot. Reach the right arm away. Maybe take a bind. But take care of yourself. Be where you are today. Keep opening that right shoulder. Exhale to gently release. We'll walk over to the right foot once again. This time we're going to press up to high lunge. Take the arms up once you feel balanced. Soften the left hip, bending into the right knee a little more. And then we're going to turn the left toes out. Right toes in, left toes out once again. Find high lunge on the other side. Long deep breaths. And then again, plant the right heel. Turn the left toes in. Step the right foot out. Come to the left toes. High lunge. Let's take the arms, open them out like wings, drawing the elbows behind you, bending the elbows behind you, so cactusing the arms. And then inhale, high lunge, exhale, cactus. Inhale, high lunge, exhale, cactus. Inhale, high lunge, exhale, cactus. Hold here. Let's turn again to the left side and inhale the arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Lift the sternum. And then come back to center. This time turn the toes in. Hands on the hips. Hinge at the hips. Come forward. Forward fold. Wide leg forward fold. Grab the outside of your feet. Press the hips outward. Let the head hang heavy. Look to the right and then to the left. Long deep breaths, pressing the feet outward. On an inhale, come up halfway. Let's walk over to the right foot, frame it out, and step it back. Go through a flow, meet in downward facing dog. Ready to go to the other side. Pedal the feet out. Sway the hips, soften the shoulders, send the sitting bones up. Shining the inner thighs up towards the sky. Toes turn in slightly. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, shoulders over wrists, and step it through. And then dropping, so turning the toes in, turning this right toes up, down to Skandasana. Again, dropping the hips and opening this right toes up towards the sky, right knee towards the sky. Plant the left hand to the inside of the left foot, right arm reaches up and away, or finds a bind. Or hands at heart center. Keep these right toes flexing, long deep breaths. Keep opening the right shoulder, right side chest toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale, let's walk it over to the right. Turn the left toes up. Open this left side chest toward the sky. Plant the right palm, maybe open the left arm away. Maybe bend the elbow, find your right hip and that bind. Keep opening the left shoulder. Gaze up into the left or at your left toe. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk it back to frame the foot, finding high lunge on the left side. Building it from the ground up, so activating through the feet. Noticing your alignment. Left knee right over left ankle. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Really pressing into the mat like you're gonna pull it apart with your feet. And then draw the low belly in, pulling the ribs towards the hip points. Inhale here, exhale, cactus. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift. And then turn the left toes in, right toes out. Coming to the other side. Inhale, lift the sternum, exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift, exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift, exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. And then return to center, turn the toes in, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Pressing the feet outward. Pressing the glutes outward. Letting the head hang heavy, look to the left and to the right. Draw the belly in. Noticing the breath come in and noticing the breath as it goes out. On an inhale, come up halfway, walk the hands over to the left to frame the foot, and step it back, go through a flow, meet in child's pose. Soften here. On an inhale, press up to your tabletop. Take a moment to arrange your tabletop. Aligning your wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and then send the sitting bones up and back. Find a downward facing dog. Breathe here. Sway the hips. Lengthen the sides of the waist. Opening up the shoulders a little more. Long deep breaths. Inhale, right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, stepping it through. Plant the left foot for warrior one. Come up, bending into the right knee, pressing into the outside edge of the left foot, drawing the shoulder blades together on the back. Activate the core, lift the sternum. Breathe. And here we're going to take those cactus again. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale. Shoulder blades together on the back. Feel that stretch, feels so juicy. Inhale, lift, exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift, exhale. Hold here. Just breathing. Pressing into the outside edge of that left foot, maybe bend into the left knee a little more. And then we'll extend the right arm behind us, left arm forward, twisting. Maybe take the back of the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Reach the right fingertips away. You might need to come onto the left toes if that's a little too much for your left ankle. Inhale, come back to center. Warrior one. Open up, bending into right knee. Warrior two. Reach the fingertips away from the heart. So having that awareness of where your heart is, reach it away. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back. Now bend the knee a little more. Breathing. See if you can relax the shoulders, the fingertips a little bit. Softening here. We'll bend in the elbows. Buoyancy in the wrists. Gaze over right middle finger. Inhale, flip the right palm, reach it forward to reverse your warrior. Reaching the right fingertips away from the right toes. Press into that right big toe. Now inhale here. Exhale, straighten the leg. Keep reaching it away. Inhale, return to your warrior two with the arms, but keep the leg straight. Heel toe that left foot in. Kick the left hip out, reach the right arm forward. Find triangle pose, open the left arm up. Externally rotating both legs, both arms. Breathe. Relax your face. Find a smile, gaze up to your left thumb maybe. Pressing outward with both feet. And reaching outward with both arms energetically. Inhale, exhale, bend the right knee. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Avoid pressing on your knee. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Last one, inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, frame the foot, step it back, go through a flow, meet in downward facing dog. Prepare to go to the other side. Breathing, sending the hips up and back. Maybe sway the hips, pedal the feet. See if you can notice your heels disappearing behind your ankles. Soften the shoulders. Inhale, left leg lifts up and back. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Step it through. Plant the right foot. Reaching the hip points forward, bend into that left knee. Pressing into the outside edge of the right foot. Reach that right hip point forward. Shoulder blades reaching towards each other on the back. Lift the sternum, lift your gaze. Find something to stare at that's not moving. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Hold. Turn to the left side. Extend the left arm back. Maybe take the back of your right hand to the outside of the left thigh. You might need to come onto the left toes if that's too much for your ankle. Otherwise, hold here. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Open up to warrior two. Bending into the left knee. Pressing up into the outside edge of that right foot. And a little bend in the elbows. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back. Gaze over left middle finger. And into the left knee a little more. Inhale, flip the left palm, reach it forward to reverse your warrior. Straighten into the left leg. Reach the right fingertips away. And then keeping that left leg straight, take the arms back, extend it out, heel toe that right foot in a little bit, and then kick into that left hip. Start to reach the left arm forward, find your triangle on the left side, externally rotating both arms, and both legs pressing outward. Maybe lean back a little. Gaze towards your right thumb or your left thumb. If you need help with balance, keep pressing the hips forward. Inhale, reach, returning to your reverse triangle. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten and reach back. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, last one, straighten, reach back. Exhale, bend the left knee. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Step it back. Go through your flow. Let's take a rest in child's pose to connect to the breath. On an inhale, press up to your tabletop. Take a moment, align and arrange your tabletop. Up the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Breathe in your down dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, draw the knee in and step it through. Hold here. In this runner's lunge, soften the left heel towards the floor. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. So open the collarbones, not sinking in here. Soften that left hip into the floor a little more. Maybe take both hands to the inside of that right foot and let the left knee onto the floor. Holding here. If you would like to turn out the foot and lift the sole of the foot, as long as you flex the foot, you can do that. Or just keep it firmly planted. Maybe bring the elbows down to the floor or to blocks or pillow. Breathing, long deep breaths here. We'll be here for about a minute. Soften your jaw, relax your forehead, and smile a little. It will help. So not taking any stretch to any degree of discomfort where it would show on your face. So make sure you're being honest with yourself about how your stretch feels. A few more breaths. Maybe relax the neck. Keep the spine long, so crown of the head still reaches forward. If you're using blocks, go ahead and remove those. And we'll frame the foot, heel toe, the right foot over to the left to build Pigeon Pose. So walk those left toes as far behind you as you can and choose how close to arrange this right heel to your left hip. See if you can soften the hips towards the floor, leveling them. Lift the sternum, lengthen up out of this before diving over that leg if you choose to. You can stay up on the hands if your hip is really tight. Breathe into that right hip. So using your conscious awareness here to go deeper into the stretch. Softening the hip, releasing tension, softening your resistance. On an inhale, return to your hands. Once you're already there, then we'll tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, step the right foot back, go through a flow, meet in downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, Pedal the feet, sway the hips, lengthen the sides of the waist, breathe. On an inhale, lift the left leg up and back, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Shoulders over wrists, step it through. Finding this runner's lunge, soften the hips towards the earth. Knee stacked right over ankle. And then just as you feel to dropping this right hip towards the floor to deepen the stretch. Long deep breaths here. And as you're ready, you can begin to soften the right heel towards the earth, and then heel toe that left foot out to the left. Find your lizard pose, so maybe you keep the foot planted, maybe you lift the sole, flex the toes, and wing the knee out. So choosing your stretch, and being real with your body about where it is today. Find something that feels good here. So again, softening your resistance, lengthening the breath, observing the breath coming in and going out. And then find your way back up to your hands. Remove your blocks if you use them. So heel toe this left foot over to the right. Walk your right toes further away. Lengthen the right rib behind you. Leveling the hips. And choosing how close this left heel is to the right sitting bone. Soften the hips towards the floor. And lift the sternum, lengthen before bowing over that left leg any amount. Long deep breath here. And keep noticing your breath to keep those pesky thoughts at bay. And noticing where you are, noticing your breath. Notice if you've drifted away from the breath. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Long, deep breaths. Let's go ahead and return to the hands. Lift the right toe, or tuck the toes, lift the right knee, step it back, go through a flow. Meet in child's pose this time. You can take the toes together, knees wide, press the hips back. And from here, let's go ahead and scoop the chest forward to lie flat, face down on the mat. And we're going to extend, walk the left fingertips to the left. And make any adjustments you need to make. And then we'll bend the right knee, reach the right toes behind you. Come to the right fingertips. So making a right angle with your right arm, press the fingertips into the earth. Find your stretch and breathe. And then returning to center to lie flat. And walk the right arm out, right fingertips out, bend the left knee, reach the left toes behind you, and then again, creating this right angle with the left arm, press the left toes, send the left shoulder back. Long, deep breaths, relax your neck. Soften that right shoulder, soften your resistance. Inhale deeply. Exhale to come out of this. From here, we're going to climb up onto hands and knees to find our way onto our knees. And we're going to build gate pose. So, active glutes, active low core. Step the left foot out to the left toes, can turn in slightly. And middle of the foot, so arch aligned with knee. Take the right arm up and avoiding pressing on your left knee, reach it up and over. Walk the fingertips out. Feel that stretch on the whole right side of the body. Maybe open the chest up towards the sky. Keep pulling the low belly in. Reaching the tailbone towards the earth. Inhale to return to center. Set the knee down for a moment. Returning to sit on your knees. One breath in. Exhale. Let it go. Returning to the knees, stepping the right foot out this time. Walk it out. Align. And walk the hands down. Press the hips forward, tucking the tailbone, reaching it towards the earth. Left arm comes up and over. So tuning into this stretch from your left knee to your left fingertips. And release that. Let's come to sit on the floor this time, extending the legs in front of us. Take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Left fingertips behind you, right arm comes up. Exhale, bow into the outside of the left knee, calf, ankle, or foot. Keep the chin tucked in. Maybe gaze back past your left hip. On an inhale, come up halfway, look at your toes, walk yourself back. Extend the right leg and bend the left knee, drawing the left foot to the inner right thigh. Right fingertips behind you, left arm comes up, get really tall, hinge at the hips, diving to the outside of this right knee, calf, or ankle. Maybe gaze past your right hip, breathe. inhale, lift your toes. Return to your seat. Let's extend both legs this time. Ground through the sitting bones, get really tall, draw the shoulder blades together on your back, taking the arms up. And a little bend in the knees. Dive the chest forward, hinging at the hips for your forward fold. And then you can straighten into the legs any amount once you have that long spine. Keeping the back flat, drawing the belly in. Start to soften any tension in the legs. Finding your way to a yin state. Releasing tension, releasing effort. And returning to the breath. Watching the breath come in. And watching the breath go out. On an inhale, look at your toes, pull the belly in, walk yourself up. We'll come down onto our backs and draw the knees into the chest. You can rock side to side or up and down the spine, massaging the back. Let's go ahead and take our hands to our knees and release any tension in the hips. So circling the knees to the right, forward, left, and towards you. And go the other way. Return to center and open the knees out. And go the other way. And then walk the feet out and knock the knees in. A little windshield wiper the knees side to side. Long deep breaths here. And then walk the feet up closer to the hip and bring the arms bent at the low ribs. Fingers point up, press into the feet, lift the hips, press into the elbows, lift the upper back. Maybe bind the arms underneath you, keep lifting. Keep the knees drawing towards each other. Keep a little space under your chin. Long deep breaths here. And then on an exhale, gently release back down, articulating the spine onto the mat, one vertebra at a time. Press the low back into the mat. Lengthen. If you would like to take full wheel here, go ahead and bring the palms to either sides of the head. If you would like to take bridge once again, you may do that. If you have blocks and you would like to take a restorative bridge, you may do that as well. We'll come up to the back bend 2 times for 3 breaths. Inhale deeply, exhale into wheel. Maybe set the head down, gently walk the palms back under the shoulders. Lift. Soften the hips, lift from the shoulders. And then return the crown of the head as you roll, bending the chin in, rolling back onto your back. Take one moment, one breath in, exhale. Prepare to take full wheel again. If you're going to take full wheel, please only do so if you have done this before. Walking the feet up close to the hips, bringing the palms to either side of the head, and start to lift the hips, and then drawing the knees towards each other, come to the crown of the head, walk the hands back, press into your back bend. Exhale, set the crown of the head down, tuck the chin, roll out. Find your way onto your back. Growing the spine long, walking the hands out, finding Shavasana. So any last remaining movements your body is craving, go ahead and indulge that, or simply spread out nice and flat, taking up as much space as you need, and taking one big deep breath and releasing. Maybe repeat that as many times as needed. And then using your imagination to aid you in this, see how much you can soften into the earth. See how much you can imagine feeling heavy, like stones. Out of this, you can begin to awaken by moving fingers and toes, taking a big stretch overhead, blinking the eyes open, drawing the knees in, rolling over to one side, taking a few breaths before finding your way to your seat in your own way, in your own time, staying connected to your practice, staying connected to your breath. Take a moment of gratitude, thanking yourself for bringing yourself to your practice today, for your dedication. And I thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this practice, please consider subscribing, click the like button. And I'm asking everyone for their requests this week. So please, down in the comments, send me your requests of your most perfect yoga class that you would request for yourself. If you're going to give yourself the gift of a yoga class, what would that perfect yoga class look like? You can be as detailed or as vague as you would like. Thank you so much. Namaste.